Newark, New Jersey suing New York City, demanding an end to a housing assistance program that sends some homeless New Yorkers to the Garden State and pays their rent for a year. New York has agreed to temporarily stop sending families to Newark, but it's also planning to countersue for discrimination. As the cities duke it out in court, some families are stuck in the middle. Alexa Liautaud spoke with one mother who's up against a deadline.
More than 1,000 families have been relocated here in Newark, New Jersey. It's part of a broader push from New York City to tackle the affordable housing crisis and homelessness. And it's actually an issue that's plaguing major metropolitan cities across the United States. The question being, how do you truly help people to get back on their feet?
So I lift Hippo into my trunk.
Less than a year ago, Nemesis Maldonado and her family finally felt like they had escaped homelessness. But tomorrow, they could be homeless again.
I definitely don't have still nothing to pay the rent because I haven't been able to save nothing.
Nemesis and her family bounced between shelters for years.
When you're tired, you don't want to unpack anymore, but then you have another day to unpack. And then you're just like, how many days is this going to be going on? But then you keep getting tired and tired, so.
But then a caseworker told them about a New York City housing program called SODA, the Special One-Time Assistance Program, which relocates homeless New York City families within the 5 boroughs and to other states, including D.C. and Puerto Rico. The program pays their rent for a year.
To be honest, it's grateful it pays your rent, but it's not only about rent, because we're gonna be homeless again.
On any given night last year, over 550,000 people experienced homelessness in the United States. That's according to the Department of Housing and Urban Development. And the concept of relocating families is far from new. Many states, like Florida, California, and Arizona, have all experimented with similar programs. For New York City as well, the concept dates back decades, with plans proposed under the Koch administration to the controversial one-way ticket home approach developed under the Bloomberg administration.
Homelessness is not a New Jersey problem, a New York problem, it's a national problem. It's very complex.
Jose Ortiz is a lawyer with a legal assistance nonprofit based in Newark. He's worked in the field for over 20 years.
I believe this is only a short-term solution. We're talking about teachers, police officers, firemen, home health aid workers. We all need affordable housing. We all need a place to live.
The city said that between 2017 and 2019, more than 5,000 households have used SODA to secure apartments and move out of a shelter. That equals a total of over $89 million spent on rental payments. But could that money have been used differently?
It helped me to get out of their sight, but now I'm stranded. I'm on the other side with not knowing what to do.
The program is now coming under heavy fire after Newark sued the city for what they called an unlawful program of coerced migration.
They're sending people to Newark who have no connections, no ties to our city. It's going to have a great impact on our resources here.
New York City, for its part, says they want to focus on a human solution and that Newark is trying to build a wall. In a statement, a spokesperson for de Blasio's office said that the city of Newark was taking a page from the Trump playbook, but advocates, tenants, and lawyers say that some apartments homeless families are moved into are in poor condition.
And that's cracking, so I don't even know if that could fall.
And with a year's rent paid up front, there's almost no incentive for landlords to maintain the units. But most importantly, tenants say 1 year of rent is not enough.
And right now, my rent is $1,768. Mm-hmm. An apartment in New York costs us that. But it doesn't matter how low if you don't have the resources, if you don't have the finances, and if you have 3 children with you that takes your finances that they actually need, you can't.
Nemesis has moved around. Puerto Rico, New York City, Jersey City, and it's been far from easy. In 2017, she had a run-in with the law. She was arrested and charged with aggravated assault and weapons possession. But she talks about her housing instability as part of what put her in that position.
I did not have anywhere to stay. My friend was taking care of my children. Several of us were injured, and It was a horrible thing, but being that I was the adult, I was basically the one that was restrained, and it just ended up like a self-defense case.
Nemesis was given a petty disorderly persons offense, similar to a misdemeanor in other states, and had to pay an $125 fine. But as is all too common, spending time in the justice system combined with housing insecurity is a difficult spiral to escape.
What makes it so difficult to get back on your feet?
The jobs. It's basically the jobs over here. The wage is not the same. I just started working again as a driver, and I've been backed up.
People argue that this program helps people enough and that taxpayer money should be spent differently. What do you think of that?
I think it's a lie. This program does not help as they think it does. It really doesn't.
Nemesis says she's worked for a major shipping company, in retail, in valet parking, in a supermarket, and in a thrift store.
None of them has given me the salary that I need, that I'm looking for to maintain my house, my family, and now this rent.
New York City's own Department of Investigations found in early December that, quote, the promise of the program is not being fulfilled. Newark's lawsuit against New York City argues the city illegally coerced some homeless families to move.
They kept on telling me that this program was good for me, that I was gonna be good. You see the shelter, and then they tell you this. So it's like, you know, they opening your eyes, they telling you constantly, and then you keep on trying to do everything to get the other programs, and they just keep on making your life hard. So it's like.
But New York City's Department of Homeless Services told NBC News Now in a statement, quote, no one is being sent, shipped, exported, or illegally transferred anywhere.
Do you regret the SOTA program?
Yes.
Do you wish you had stayed in the shelter?
No, but I know there would have been other ways.
The lease for Nemesis and her family is up on December 14th, meaning if she can't make rent, they're back to square one.
What are your options?
Help. I have no other option, and just continue to work how I've been trying to.
Hey, NBC News viewers, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here, and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.